Zero too.
Hey, don't shit on Coke
What's going
Zero.
on?
This shit's delicious.
It
Okay,
is.
so we are live now.
Oh, cool.
Gosh.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's session of Sins of the Fallen.
Otherwise known as Cherry Vanilla Coke Zero.
Diet cherry.
Diet.
Zero.
Fucking energy y'all have, Jesus.
The changelings and Ruby snuck into the military encampment and then went looking for a doctor to treat Ruby. They discussed whether or not to talk to the doctor, or just straight up kidnap him. And when they found him, they decided to just go with kidnap. And then it didn't go as planned. As the doctor and Cat both got sucked into the bag, leaving Ruby by herself. So Ruby had to sneak her way back to the tent where Kit and Casper were waiting. While that was happening in the bag dimension, Cat and the doctor had a very tense conversation before eventually coming to an agreement. And then when Ruby got to the others, they all left. And shortly after leaving the military encampment, all the alarms started sounding. And that's where we'll pick back up. They've reconvened with the rest of the party that was just camped out nearby. And you all went running into the night.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, how long do you guys run away for?
You know, honestly, we don't even have to run that long.
We don't?
Yeah, just enough.
Well, I mean, the only ones that they saw can change their appearance.
Yep.
That's true.
And we were also a group of 3. We are now a group of 7.
So let's just
Well,
find a place, chillax.
Well, technically you guys are a group of 6, but yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
Then yeah, maybe like an
Yeah,
hour.
we're still invisible.
Let's say like two
2
hours? At a brisk, at like a fast pace, we should be able to put some distance between.
I mean, or do we run at all?
I mean, ideally, I'd like us to not be within arrow firing range.
well, remember they did see Malkir before. Now, granted, the 3 of you went in separately, but
That was also
that might
a
be
different set of people.
true. But they might link the 2 together and try and bring us in for questioning or some.
All right.
Something,
All
I
right.
don't
These are guards. They're not that smart.
I'm just saying.
There's a reason that military is their profession.
Just there's a hard look. It's a hard look at Casper. Like, I'm fine with you. I'm fine with you. Insulting them, but I'm right here.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay. Hey guys.
We all went to the same college.
You know what? Let's just start moving. Let's just get moving.
Wait, we stopped?
Did you go to school for military?
Oh my gosh, Casper, are you just now realizing this?
Casper, you were there. You literally were in that city with us when we talked about. Where were you that whole time?
I thought it was a school for people to get big. like just a workout school.
No.
Like,
You thought it was a
what-
gym? Just a really big
I
gym?
mean, you know, people have to learn techniques for working out. I didn't think you had to learn techniques to kill somebody with a sword.
The military,
it
as
helps.
much as it's maybe not as sophisticated as, like, say, what my sister and I do, does still require
No,
some.
see, actually, yeah, that's legitimate school.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
we did. Yeah, but you didn't let me finish. Also, what he did, what the military does need to do, does require.
You-
You think they all just fall in line like that through sheer, like,
Where else?
just ingrained knowledge, like something deep in their core is like, yes, I know how to do
I'm gonna
all
be
this
honest.
technique.
You gotta break somebody down, build them back up again, and take courses on this shit.
As much as we'd like to talk shit on,
That's
each other's
sadistic.
schooling, it
What?
is.
Breaking
Where else are you
people's
gonna take it?
minds and
Where-
putting them back together. It's like we're playing build-a-blocks with people's psyches over here.
Have you ever met somebody who didn't know how to make their bed properly? We have to fucking teach people that shit.
Oh
Now,
Yeah,
see,
but
that's my
discipline.
point. That's my point.
How I
It's called uniformity, Casper. You need everybody to be doing there. Nobody in the military should be outshining the other. Everyone should be the same. There should be no. I know this is a really foreign concept to you, but vanity is not really a thing.
Okay, so you want everybody to be mediocre as opposed to a few people being excellent.
No. Everybody should be
there's
the
a-
same level of excellence.
Same
But if
level of
everybody-
mediocrity.
yeah, if everybody's
No,
going to be the same level, then how do you distinguish yourself to like get promoted or something?
Exactly.
I'm,
This military training isn't really making sense to me.
That's just it's just experience.
I mean, very clearly they're not studying battle tactics, or our fights would go much better.
I took the course.
I
on
can't
it.
stick up for you on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I took the tactical strategy course. I don't know about these fuckers.
All right, let's come up with the battle strategy then.
First, get the fuck out of arrow firing range.
Yeah, we're doing that currently.
Yeah.
All right, step one's complete.
Yeah. And then honestly, if we're going for strategy here, don't get caught.
My God,
10 out
I
of
would have
10.
never thought of that.
Never would have thought of that myself.
Yeah. We
Apparently
lay
when you've gone
low.
to college, Casper.
This is what they
Really?
teach you in the military.
We lay low.
If this is what they teach you, we're fine.
Granted.
Their strategy is chase them and catch them. That's we've done the opposite. I think we're fine, guys.
Doing great.
Yeah.
As long
I
as we
want to
find-
I want to point out real quick that Casper said, "I don't think we need a lot of schooling to swing a sword." When like there's like master swordsmen that have dedicated their entire lives to being the best with a weapon.
Yeah.
You met
That's why I
one.
said it helps.
But this is the military we're talking about, not master swordsmen.
You met Arxer, who was one of the best duelists that decided to retire because he was like, "Fuck it, I'm done."
And I also want to point out that I think it's hilarious that Malkir says when you're on the run, afterward you want to lay low. What have we done since the asylum? Guys, genius plan. Genius.
I don't know. I don't see why you see any issues with that. We're doing great.
Are we?
It's just mostly taking offense to the fact
We're
that
on
people
the
are
run
shitting on
again.
school.
Look,
Not all of us got to go to a fancy college.
Seriously.
Malk, all of that kid was like, "Whoa, only I'm allowed to fuck with him."
Yeah. This is an Ithaca Exotica thing. You guys aren't allowed in on this. Also, Casper, you realize that it was his military training that got you out of that situation on the roof, right? He was the only one who stuck around to get you out.
I was fine. I was having a good time.
You sure about that?
Absolutely. I was rocking out.
I distinctly
Then you put
remember
it
you
into
being
my
chased
song.
by a giant mass of questionable contents.
Well, that was after you interfered. So, if anything, you put me in that situation.
You know what, Malkir? All this means is that next time we just leave him
I'm
on the
gonna-
roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him on the roof next time.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we will
That's
just
all I
we
asked
can
for.
leave
Don't
the
interrupt my song.
fiddler. We'll leave the
Yeah.
fiddler on the roof next time.
Yeah. Next time you're in a dangerous situation, I will leave you there.
Well, that wasn't dangerous. First of all, I was totally fine.
Surrounded by corrupted. Yeah, that would have gone well for you.
It was going
pretty
fine
sure it
while I was there.
I mean, arguably,
They were
he's
they were
surrounded
all
by
listening to
corrupted
my
right
music
now.
peacefully, and then you guys showed up. Just saying.
It's taking every ounce of restraint to not pimp slap him.
All right then.
Very cohesive
But why
team.
hold back?
10 out of 10.
He takes
So-
Malkir aside, links her arm with his, and is like, "No, this is a school thing. You wouldn't understand solidarity, even if we can't, even if we're from opposing schools. I stand with the other student."
You stand with the nerd.
Exactly.
Oh,
I thought Kit was the nerd.
We're just nerds in different, like, studies. That's all.
All right. So as you argue your way into the night, you guys travel for a couple hours just to put distance between
Mhm.
you and the camp. I'm assuming just like going like straight north, or I mean,
yeah, we want to go toward the mountains.
yeah, not back the way you came. That'd be ludicrous.
It'd be
Yeah.
stupid.
We want to make forward progress.
No, they would
No,
never see
no.
it coming.
Guys, we've established if we just do a big enough circle, eventually we come back around and all is good.
I mean, with the way that this map is laid out, we could
Yeah.
make a a round trip. It'd be a lot of there's an exceedingly large. Fuck! I'm now realizing there's a lot of mountains.
Yeah.
Killed.
Yes, there are. Thank you for noticing.
It's just made me
Anyway.
realize that if you wanted to go through Leakslip to Glowthane, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's almost like those two countries or areas have like very little contact with each other.
Whoa!
I know, right? Who would have thought that the wild people to the northeast don't have contact with with the northerners to the west? Anyway, so you guys travel a couple hours, and you can see the the dark waters of this other lake that I definitely have a name for. Don't even ask. It's fine.
Totally,
Mm,
Mhm.
totally.
Now I kind of
the
want to
Lake of
ask.
Lakes.
Lake Wanahakalugi.
God, no.
No.
Yeah, and I guess do you guys make a second camp?
I guess so.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you guys make camp again, and then
Mhm.
I stay within 10 feet of Fulcrum at all times.
Gotta get that paladin aura in case you need to make a check.
oh, I see what you're talking about.
No, I don't trust him. No, it's for the Paladin aura.
Nice.
And because I know he doesn't trust me.
We trust you. As long as you don't turn on anyone.
As long as you don't start exploding, we're fine.
What if I turn on somebody not because of the corruption? What if they deserve it?
That's a totally different story.
Yeah, I think you're good.
If they deserve it, I'm not stopping you.
We should probably take the cat out of the bag.
Well, this is going to be more than just Cat, so
hmm
be ready for that. Man, what is his name again?
Didn't get it.
I did
Cat
tell
knows it.
everyone, but I didn't write it down. Other me.
Oh, I wrote it down. I just thought Kat didn't tell us.
Oh,
Oh,
Cat
Oh, she
told,
did.
I said
Cat
he's
told Kid in
cool.
the message. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Epon?
it's upon.
E-
Yeah.
You managed to find and kidnap the guy I told you about completely by chance.
Oh my god, we did!
Oh,
Mhm.
You managed to find the one.
I forgot his name!
No, I
Ah.
put this together last week. Yes.
Yeah.
The odds of that happening are severely low.
Just
Well, this should go much easier now as I motion for everyone to sort of back up as I. This would be really awkward if she's not in this teacup. Hopefully, she stayed in there that whole time.
Then you
I
might
got bored and I left. No, I'm joking.
want to shoot her a message real quick to let her know that she's about to be pulled out, just in case.
Nah, she'll know it's time. She'll know not to leave the cup. I told her. She told me cup. She'll be in the cup. I reach in.
Hmm.
I pull it
All right.
Cup.
So
with constantly lukewarm tea or whatever is in it.
Whatever liquid is in it is always lukewarm.
yeah, and yeah. So Cat, as you are sitting in this teacup jacuzzi with Ipan,
It's just
after
chilling in there for hours.
hanging out in there for a good 2+ hours.
You're soggy and pruny at this point.
Yeah, finally, you see the sphincter at the
Don't
top of the
you.
bag open up
Uh,
and see a hand reach down and grab the teacup and lift the two of you out of the teacup, or sorry, out of the bag with the teacup. And as the two of you leave the bag, you both go flying out onto the ground, rapidly growing in size.
moving
That's-
accordingly to not get hit.
Jeez, that took forever.
Well, they weren't exactly thrilled.
Sorry, we were running.
Yeah.
I help her up.
Wait a second. Malk here?
Hey, it's been a while. Yeah,
What the fuck?
small world, ain't it?
Getting her head's like, not really, but
Oh, I thought I recognized
No,
your
I'm-
name.
I was meaning to get in touch with you, but when they strip you of your credentials and redact all of your history, it's hard to,
Right, I think I remember hearing about you getting disavowed.
yeah, that was the thing.
okay, so
Alright.
catch-up time is lovely, but we have more pressing issues at hand.
Fix our friend.
Yeah, which one of you has this plague?
Points to Ruby.
I also pull out Inkblot, my very sad little snake. He might not be doing so hot.
Hmm.
I like to think at this point Casper's just in his tiny hut, just chilling.
Nice.
hmm
Okay. Well, let me start with the humanoid, as that's what I'm used to treating for diseases and whatnot.
She has a name.
You know, weren't you there when this one showed up? I thought I saw you out of the corner of my eye after you hit me.
Yeah, sorry.
Why?
Panicked, I told you.
I got stuck with an interesting bunch.
Clearly. All right, let's take a look at you.
While he's working, I like to imagine over each shoulder is a
Yeah.
sister staring very intently at everything he's doing. Like, so what you got going on here, buddy? Taking notes.
And I still stay within 10 feet, just because.
Sure.
Mhm.
Do you need help?
He is silently examining her.
And judging you.
Is the fever normal or is that new?
I mean, I always run a little warm. So I guess that would depend on how high the fever is. I feel like I have a fever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're running warmer than normal, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a reminder, the things that you've noticed since it got worse, you've had a burning fever, kind of like an insatiable thirst, as well as the more advanced kind of like cloudy headed delirium, and the pus kind of starting to ooze from all your orifices, as well as he points out now, there's even a couple lesions forming.
Oh, that's great. I forgot
Hmm.
about the pus. That's me, Kayla, forgetting about the pus.
Yeah.
And pretending for a brief moment that the pus did not exist. So yeah, I'll tell him all that.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Does seem to be very rapid virus.
Yeah, you could say that.
Let me try something. And he reaches into his bag, and you see him pull out a vial and several kind of like ingredients. And he spends a couple minutes kind of like preparing them, like mashing them up, like grinding them in like a mortar and pestle, kind of like pouring like a solution through the remnants and a filter into the vial, and then he says, "Try drinking that."
Yeah, I drink it.
All right. One moment. I just need to open up his stat block.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's weird because I gave you the subclass too that he would be.
Just hoping I'm not getting
Wait,
poisoned.
you gave me something to base his character off of? Because I'm
Yes.
going off of something else.
Yes, all of his name. Yes, before his name, that is not just a title. That is a class that he can do.
Oh. Well, that's not what I made him.
I'm interested to know what you made him.
There we go.
Probably like a cleric or something.
It's actually closer to a wizard, but yeah.
Actually, that's not far off. The Architect of Ruin is more like a.
Ruby,
a
at the
warlock.
moment, are you like missing any hit points other than like the max hit points being down?
Yes,
Okay,
because I fell.
got it. Go ahead and roll 3d8.
Okay.
Okay. You heal 18 hit points up to max if you're not missing more than.
I don't think that's quite going to take me to max. Oh, just kidding. It does take me to max.
I was gonna say I didn't think you fell that much.
I thought I was still going to be a couple shy, but I was actually just one over.
All right, let's give that a little bit here to work itself. All right, I'll look at the snake now. And you see as he takes Inkblot from you, starts to kind of look over, checking the scales, checking the side of Inkblot's mouth. Says, how long has this one been infected?
Since oh god, I've lost all track of time. Hang on. How long has it been?
It's been
Just
about 4-ish hours, I think.
Yeah,
4 or
probably
5.
about-
Yeah.
Not even that, because you guys, you were only in like the camp for maybe like
It's maybe like 3.
like an hour and a half, and then the traveling here, so like
Oh,
just
I thought they
under
were
4
wandering
hours.
around for like 2 hours.
No,
my time's
it
off.
wasn't. Yeah, it was just under 4 hours.
Mhm.
Says interesting. Seeing that kind of ponder for a second. Is this a magical creature by any chance?
I believe
Yes.
that would. Yeah.
If it took her 24 hours to start showing signs, where this one, it only took a couple of hours, it's possible that this disease affects magical creatures, those kind of conjured by magic, a bit more rapidly.
It's, from what we were aware, this is something that originated from the mountains.
From underneath Strathelm.
Hey, Mike, do we
Yeah,
Strathmore. Okay.
know? Do we know that like the weird adrenaline boost is linked to the corruption, or do we just think that's like
Stress.
coincidence?
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
Yeah, you would say that, like, after getting, like, contact with the infected in the city, that was when you first started noticing kind of like the heightened senses that you were getting. And then, 24 hours after noticing the heightened senses, is first started feeling the negative effects as the disease took its full hold in you, while everybody else seemed to kind of fight their way through it.
I'll mention that then. That yesterday my senses seemed off, heightened. I just considered it a product of the situation we were in, but then today I started feeling worse. and it's yesterday that we all had contact with the corrupted.
Got it.
But it seems I'm the only one that's getting worse.
It sounds like this disease in non-conjured creatures has a bit of an incubation period. And then, depending on how well the vessel reacts to the disease, is what decides whether the disease fully sets in and starts to affect the infected. Interesting. Well, still have a little bit of this medicine left. I can give some to the animal as well. I don't know how well it will be received, as he does seem a bit more progressed. Let me ask you this, and it might seem like a crude question. Have you tried re-summoning?
Like completely, because I've sent him to his pocket and brought him back, and he was still like this.
Yes. I'm not saying you have to kill him in order to resummon him again, although that would definitely be more of a hard reset, if you will. But if you'd like to try, at least refreshing it.
Cat's
Magically.
already reaching into the bag of holding and pulling out the incense.
Turning him off and on again.
Thanks. Yeah, I gotta turn it off and on again. Can you just, so it specifically says that when you recast a spell, you summon them with like their quote unquote new form, but can I just summon him back again? Is this just a snake again?
Yeah.
A slightly
Yeah,
different
okay.
snake.
He's just still a snake, but okay.
Just change his color. That's all.
Yeah, just give him a different skin.
Yeah. Make him neon pink.
Well, that's a step in a weird direction, but okay.
Or just like flip the color palette so it's like a black snake with a white ink blot.
Hey.
There you go. All right, well, don't mind me casting this for a fucking hour.
Why did we buy an uneven number of incense? We have 25, but it costs 10.
It's because 5 gold worth of incense was burned by the creature you guys fought in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
You know,
why did we do
we were
this?
smart. We purchased even numbers, and then Mike was like, haha, I'm throwing off your math, asshole.
Cool.
I guess if we're set, or wait, before I get started, are we going to be here in this spot for a while? Because it's going to take me a minute. Specifically 60 of them.
I think it's best to let the medicine do its job without putting too much stress on the subject.
So we're staying.
All right.
We'll go over to the hut. where I know where the hut is. Casper,
Yeah, what's up?
can I come in?
Oh, you're always allowed in here.
All right, I go into the hut and spend my hour in there resummoning Big Plot.
While you're doing that, Ipan says, who else is feeling this kind of heightened senses currently that seems to predate this disease?
I am. I already told you that.
Right, you are... Any of you?
I believe you told me I was fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think I was okay too.
Yeah, the only other ones that got infected again were the people that went to the camp with the chain.
Did I infect Josh?
Okay.
Casper
Casper?
didn't touch.
Yeah,
Nope.
Casper never touched me.
Yeah, Casper never did get touched. So
I think
Nope,
it was only
he-
me.
Yep, he didn't touch you. However,
Oh.
now that you guys are in a confined space like the hut, go ahead and make me a con save, Casper.
I don't think I'm allowed in the hut. I didn't think I was in the hut.
But Kid is.
Oh yeah.
With ink.
Oh, I definitely forgot I'm still under this offense. Do I need to make it?
No, you already failed your save.
Oh, okay.
or maybe you should tell him that you're feeling a little off.
I'm busy. I'm already casting.
Okay.
All right, Casper's fine. It's all right.
I'm too good for this disease.
Wow.
Thanks. Not still salty about failing it with my +4 constitution that I used to have.
Oof. All right. Cat. In this time, Epon will make another vial of medicine, and
Hey.
he gives it to you.
Can- When he's making it, can I say, wait, show me, teach me? I'm going to write down all the steps and what he uses.
Unfortunately, it's a bit of a trade secret.
Oh, come on. We're trying to save the world.
How exactly are you trying to save the world?
By killing this weird thing, I think, aren't we? I kind of look at the group.
Last I checked, our goal was to murder a bunch of paladins, which is the opposite.
Okay, but we don't want to spread this disease. So it's good that, because we're not going to, unless you're staying with us forever, which is cool. But if you're not staying with us forever, then we should probably know how, because I feel like we're going to run into this disease a lot, and then we could get it, and then we can spread it to everywhere in the world because we're traveling around.
Like I said, stretch.
I mean, the rest of her logic was sound, though.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea just in case we do get.
I won't
Infected
share it
again.
with anyone. Don't worry about that.
Oh, trust me, you don't have to worry about that. That's for damn sure.
Well, it's a little bit of potion craft and a little bit of the specific type of magic that I learned how to do. So I can teach you the basics, but you're going to have to study a little bit yourself in order to get to the point where you can do this by yourself.
That's fine. I like studying. I like learning. I like figuring things out.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and just make I guess this would be an Arcana check to see how much of this you retain. And if you have alchemist supplies proficiency, you get
I don't. I have herbalist.
unfortunately not. This is more
Yeah.
like intense kinda-
Alchemical.
yeah, more scientific than kind of herbal remedy.
Okay. Guidance.
Yeah, you can guidance. Plus, don't forget you still have your D4 from having heightened senses.
Dang,
So-
double D4.
Double D4.
Oh.
Oof.
Doesn't even matter.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Well, okay then.
I can't. There's like a fly flying around us, and it's just so distracting.
Is that with the D4s, both of them?
That's with one of them.
Oh, okay. Did you
And
want to
there's the
roll
other
the
one?
other D4?
8.
Okay. That's...
Fine, I'll make my own way of doing it someday.
He says, this might not be the best thing that you're cut out for.
Hmm.
It takes very specific measurements. I mean, look at the one that you made. It's purple. It's not supposed to be that color. Did you eyeball it? Did you put stuff in there that I didn't tell you to? What?
I threw a good berry in it because I thought it would make it better.
Okay. Yeah.
They fix everything.
Did you try it on this disease?
Yes,
Did it fix it?
maybe.
I think we both know that's not correct. Anyway, I finished mine. Here you go. he
I
hands you
drink
this
it.
glowing green vial with like a little like kind of like the dry ice like kind of like smoke coming off of it. And you drink it, and within seconds, immediately feel better. You feel you lose your heightened senses, but the little bit of a fever that comes with those heightened senses is gone.
Yeah,
Like
but I just
almost
feel
immediately.
worse for feeling stupid. I
Well,
just go
above
thanks.
game, just to let you know, this is a wizard subclass that this guy. It is available if anybody wanted to multi-class wizard, but you would have to multi-class wizard in order to
Lizard.
get multi-class wizard in order to get this subclass.
Mhm.
What's your intelligence?
I'm smart enough.
Is it 12 or 13? I see you have
It's
a plus 1.
13.
Oh, okay. So I guess you meet the bare minimum.
Yeah.
You
I'm
went to
smart enough.
college.
She went to college.
She has enough credits to multi-class into wizard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what it is. You need enough
Yeah.
credits to multi-class in this campaign.
Oh god, that's funny.
You took
It
your
wasn't
required
actively
electives.
dying. I would consider it. However, I am actively dying, and I was not paying attention.
All right. So, yeah, he heals you. The hour goes by, and
Spend an hour
Um,
catching up for the most part.
sure, yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of shares with you what's been kind of going on uh with your organization. How he kind of mentions how he'd like to take they'd like to take credit for this disease seemingly about to start a war, but completely unrelated. This just kind of fell into our laps.
It just so happened to align with our objectives.
Yeah. So there must be something going on north of the mountains that caused all this.
Mm-hmm. I'll let. For the most part, I can tell between us that nothing organizationally has affected us. For the most part.
Yeah, not too much. After the the tragedy that was your mission, they've kind of tried to be a little bit more subtle in their influence.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
Instead of doing like open acts of espionage, they've started kind of more expanding into trying to get agents into specific roles so that they don't have to make the actual acts happen. They can just fabricate them,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably a lot easier and harder for people to catch them in the act when it's not even real.
All right. Fair.
Yeah, you guys catch up. Are you truthful about all the shit you guys got up to?
Yeah, he's a trusted confidant who wouldn't stab me in the back. Last I checked.
All right. Yeah, he
I'm still loyal to them.
He sounds curious about the sarcophagus, but other than that, he just kind of like, oh, okay, that sucks. All right.
I'll let him in on our current plan with the paladins, since that might be of his interest.
Okay. Interesting. So this origin of this disease, it sounds like it's actually not from the Roscrians then. If this order is based in Donskar, was it?
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
village near Donskar, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the Leakslip dynasty. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the main thing is they want to attack Roscria, so they're gonna want to spin this however they want. But hey,
I mean, it's coming from the mountains near Roscria, so
exactly,
I mean,
like attack Roscria now, and then if it turns out that it was actually from the Leak Sleep dynasty, then that just gives us a reason to invade them afterwards.
yeah, and that just forwards our agenda even further.
Anyway, so yeah, after that hour, anybody that would like to can gain a short rest. I don't think you guys really did much to need it. But
I do it.
yeah, go ahead. Um, and yeah, Kit, you summon Ink Blot. And as you kind of like expend the magic needed to reconstitute him, his new body seems to be completely free of the disease.
Yay!
Unfortunately, Ruby, you are not as lucky. And though
Oh, no.
the immediate kind of help from the medicine kind of helped your physical wound, it seems to have very little effect on the disease itself.
Hmm.
Super.
I take it sharing this with the good doctor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like after an hour from where I'm laying on the ground, I just say, I don't think I'm feeling any better. I mean,
Yeah,
my scrapes look better, but that's about it.
yeah, I was afraid of that. I gave you a very potent medicine that usually, if the disease was able to be cured by it, it would have cured it instantly. I thought I'd give it an hour just to see if maybe this was a particularly strong disease that time, but if it's not, if you're not feeling any better after an hour, then I don't think standard medicine uh, that my order can make is going to do the trick. There's also, here's the interesting thing. A disease that targets magically conjured animals greater than people,
Mm-hmm.
that's not really something heard of. I think there might be a spiritual aspect to this.
We talking like Vision Quest sort of thing?
Okay.
Like, the disease is not just attacking you physically, it's also attacking you spiritually.
All right.
It actually reminds me a lot. There was a disease in the eastern part of the kingdom, are you familiar with the Fenlands?
I don't know. What do I know about the Fenlands?
Can this
Well,
be
you
something?
you
I just-
you didn't really grow up in the Empire, did you?
No, I'm from the
Yeah.
Western Kingdoms. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so you wouldn't really have anything to know about the Fenlands.
Kitten cat do?
Would this ring a
yeah.
bell to any of us?
Yeah,
Yeah, Kit Kat.
the three of you that I know grew up in the Empire. You can make history checks if you like.
All right.
I'm just gonna roll another one.
Oh no,
Ooh,
buddy!
Advantage for history over Rana. Let's go.
That's not a one. Why couldn't I get that earlier? You're not my twin.
You're not like.
All right. So, yeah, both Kat and Malkir, you guys would know about the Fenlands. The Fenlands, it makes up like the forested swamp-like land that lies on the kind of northeastern part of the continent,
Yep.
just north of the area known as the Bailey.
Mhm.
About like 120 years ago, the Empire attempted to take the area from the free people of the Fenlands, and it was a very bloody war that kind of ended in a draw where a good portion of Fenland lands was taken. It's now that's what the Bailey is. It's the area that was conquered by the Empire. But in the really dense part of the forest of the swamps, that part still belongs to the free people of the Fenland. Kit, you would know that sometime in the last couple decades, the region of the Bailey was hit with a sudden illness that
Ben
killed.
fever.
Yes, the Fen fever. Very good. It was yes, the Fen fever that hit the Bailey, and a good portion of the people that lived there died. They've since kind of repopulated since the fever hit them, but that is what Epon is talking about now. And he goes on to state how healers from across the Empire went to go help, but people that were affected by the Fen fever didn't respond to traditional medicine. They oftentimes they would just rot away to nothing, and good portion died, including the Lord at the time. And then, kind of suddenly, just as quick as the disease came, it just seemed to stop. I don't. People kind of theorize that it's because there was not enough people in the area left to actually spread the disease anymore, and just kind of naturally died out. Some people think maybe it was a biological threat sent by the free people of the Fenlands, but that's already been disproven, as it seems that they too were affected by the Fen fever. It wasn't just the people of the Bailey. So it's a little bit of a kind of medical mystery, as they never really got to the bottom of it. The bodies have been researched, but other than the physical illness, they couldn't figure out what was happening. And a lot of people believe that it was possibly, in addition to a physical disease, it was also a spiritual one. Hence why I bring it up now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our mother's been studying fen fever for a long time.
Oh, your mother is a medical practitioner?
Not
Hmm.
quite. She's originally I take after our father, whereas Kat takes after our mother, sort of in the branches of what we do.
Ah, I see. Your mother was more of a spiritualist then.
That, and she really, really likes plants.
They're great.
She loves plants. Started a whole business based on her love of plants, among other things.
Plants are
But she's
spiritual?
she's also originally from the Fen. Hence her interest.
I see.
Interesting note. These two are from our sister school.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Small world.
And keeps getting smaller, it seems.
What are the odds that I'd kidnap your friend?
Well, I mean, you did come in the night when I tried to do some of the research that my colleagues are not privy to, so
Look,
You know,
that's a lesson for you, not for me.
yeah, I guess I have to find another time of day to do my research other than when nobody else is awake. Here I thought I would be protected by the hundreds of soldiers around me, but I guess not.
No, I
Can
guess
we,
not.
can we circle back around to this being a spiritual sickness? I don't understand what that means.
It means we gotta meditate, bro.
It
What
means
way-
you need to find what is attacking your spirit
Hmm.
and deal with it before you can heal the physical ailment.
What does that even mean?
Means we gotta meditate, bro.
Yeah, I can guide you.
So can I.
I
We
do it
can
all
do
the
it all
time.
together.
Yes.
Great.
I just give Epon the look of like
I can make some
You-
tea to help.
layman's terms.
I'm not stupid. I don't need layman's terms. I'm just confused as to how I heal myself spiritually.
I want to go look for some plants that will help her.
You're
Like,
look-
replace
you're look-
Alexander
I want
on a
some tea.
psychedelic trip?
Yes.
Nice.
I am
I'm being
concerned.
yelled at by my dogs right back.
I am deeply concerned as to what might happen in these next couple hours.
Epon is also going to go look for plants because he is looking for something specific that he thinks might help.
Oh, you're about
I-
a medically supervised trip. This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be great.
This can't possibly go wrong.
You're putting your hands into the trusted acolyte of Asmodeus. This cannot go wrong at all.
And cat.
And yeah, and I don't know which is more concerning.
I mean, he wouldn't kill you if you weren't useful.
Pretty sure if he
This
wanted
is-
to kill me, I'd already be dead.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're my friend, so I'm greedy, so my stuff's gonna be better than his.
Thanks, Cat.
My stuff is gonna be better than the doctor who knows what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Hey, I'm trained in medicine. I am a doctor as well. Just throwing that out there.
People talking shit
I
on
know.
Cat's
Get out of
abilities.
here.
Hey,
I
Felker,
just want to say that I didn't
Actually,
say
I'm a
anything
liar.
wrong
I'm
about her
not trained in
abilities.
medicine.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a different druid that I have. It's
Nice.
fine.
That's
Different
hilarious.
druid.
You know what? I'm no magic that is like medicine, so it still stands. I'm the closest our group has to a doctor.
Hey, Felgrim,
Yes.
I know it's going to be difficult, but if I die, do not let them dissect my body. Please just burn me.
Oh
I
no,
know
don't
it's going to
worry.
be difficult.
If you
but
die, I
don't
have
let-
diamond to bring you back, and then I own your soul, and then it's all great.
If you
Oh
think
boy.
about it, it might be like the way we reset
Wow.
Inkblot. If you die, we just bring you back and you'll probably be fine.
We should try it.
No!
How do you feel about murder? How do you feel about voluntary suicide?
Your
I want to
soul-
point out.
No. Your soul will be healed because it'll have gone and come back.
I want to point out. This is Epod talking. I want to point out. I don't think that would work. As the reason it worked for your familiar is because he received a new physical body at the same time as having magic pass through his soul.
So what you're saying is I need to figure out reincarnation.
I guess that might work. Yeah.
Just Ruby
Like-
quietly banging her head into the
I'm-
dirt.
I got you.
Muttering to other, like, what if we get her a
Thank
new
you.
body?
Oh, I think it's possible. What do I need? Three
If
levels?
you're
Wait, that's
corrupted, we
meta.
can't bring it back. I'll take care
I've-
of it.
I believe
Thank
it's a
you.
5th level spell, so you'd have to be at least level 9.
Yeah,
I-
so 3 levels and I got you.
I've never
Great.
seen. I haven't seen that vein pulse in your forehead in a long time.
You kidding? I see it like every other day.
Anyway, I'll help him look for whatever herb he's looking for.
Perfect. He leads you to the lake. And he says, now there is a specific type of moss that grows underwater. It's you might want to check if you can find any like underwater caves. That's where it would grow. It's kind of like ethereal black moss. It's called shade moss.
Okay. How big is this body of water that we're at?
The lake, it's huge.
Nice. Oh, it's this lake here on the picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
The Lake of Lakes.
No, it's
The
this
lake-
lake over here. This one. Right.
Oh, I see. Okay,
That's
cool.
The
That's
one
where
right
we're
next
at,
to our
yep.
icon.
Good to
already.
know.
Yep.
While Kat goes off on her underwater exploration, I would like to take out my book that I have about the fen fever. Because I will request that Kat leaves the bag with me when she goes on her underwater expedition.
What?
Yeah. You do not know what's going to happen to you
What?
down there. No. Just leave it with me. It's fine. You'll get it as soon as you come back. I'll get it right back to you. But if you're gone and I need something from it, A, not going to happen, and B, I will give it back to you as soon as you get back.
Okay.
But I would like to take out my book about the fen fever and just read through it to see if maybe there's anything in here that proves useful in this situation.
Sure. Yeah. Go
Speed
ahead.
reading 101.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a investigation check. We'll say I'll give you advantage because you usually you've read this book many times.
Yeah. Plus reading. This is my thing.
Yeah.
19.
All right. Nice. Yeah. There's not really a lot of new information. Like
I guess I'm mostly looking to see if there are methods in here that A, just didn't work, so we know to just skip over those. And B, maybe if there's hypotheses that just don't have an answer.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, so all forms of like traditional medicine that usually works for like treating fevers. Like none of those seem to work. They even tried um like they had like holy people come to the area as well, and they tried to like use like divine magic to treat people, and that didn't seem to work either. Um, yeah, there's um, is this a book that your mom wrote, or is
This is
like...
one of the ones that I picked up back in.
Oh, right, in Orana. Got it.
I think I
Okay.
picked it up in the capital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah. It would mention how there were rumors that the free folk had like figured out ways of like fighting off the disease. However, it often left people very kind of like debilitated. But they were unable to confirm this, as obviously the tense relationship between the free folk and the Empire.
Okay.
So, Kat, are you swimming down looking for moss in caves?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what animal to be.
Okay.
I don't know yet. Thinking a giant crab. Because although wait, I can be a shark at this level, can I? I think I can be a shark at this level. But how am I gonna grab moss as a shark?
Good question.
How are
In
you
your
gonna
mouth.
grab moss as anything?
In your
Crab
mouth.
has pincers. Could be a
True.
giant crab. Or I could just turn back to me once I find it.
Oh, a
And then
crab
grab
seems
it.
cool.
I think a crab. Okay, I'm gonna be a giant crab.
All right.
And I'm gonna wait, let me check their stat block. I'm gonna be because I would like it. Does the giant crab have dark vision? Do we have dark vision?
It's a great question.
Oh, we have blind sight.
Hey,
No dark vision.
that doesn't really help you
Wait.
when you're looking for a specific colored moss.
Yeah. I have one spell slot left. I can cast dark vision. Maybe I'll be a shark. I will turn into a reef shark. I think I can be that one, right? Half. Yes. Do they have dark vision?
They also have.
They also have blind sight and not dark vision. What? Animals. But they swim faster. I will turn in. I'll cast dark vision on me, and then I'll turn into a sharky. And then I'll go look for some moss.
All right.
Yes.
So, as a shark, you go looking for moss. Go ahead and make a perception check.
God damn it! I just thought about an octopi.
I can't be an octopus. Only a 13.
All right. You can be a regular octopus, just not a giant octopus,
Oh, wait, maybe I'll be that instead then.
because that's a challenge rating of 0.
Ooh. 30. I'm gonna be an octopus.
Okay. So as an octopus, You're
Yes.
looking around,
And I don't have to cast dark vision as an octopus.
and you swim down into this lake. You can see that it is a very deep lake. Has a lot of like crags in it too, surprisingly enough. You start kind of looking around these crags, trying to find like caves where this moss would have grown. And with enough time, like you can find it. So the 13 is more to see like how long it takes you. And so because that's kind of like a moderate roll, I'd say it takes you like a good like 40 minutes of just going crag to crag, looking through caves, looking for this moss. And you eventually do find a cave with this kind of ethereal looking moss. It's kind of hard to tell if it is as black as Epon kind of described it as with your dark vision you can only see in black and white, so
True.
it just looks as like a very dark patch of moss to you.
A ticket. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you take it and you get like a nice clump of it in your tentacles and make your way swimming back towards the surface.
Yeah.
And as you get to the surface and bring it to Epon, he says, "Yeah, that looks right. Let me double check." And he takes a little bit of the moss, and he kind of grinds it up and puts it in our solvent. It seems to glow, kind of like a shimmering gray color. Yeah, that's the right stuff.
For a second, I thought his man was about to microdose off this stuff.
Is that enough? Do you need more? It's say in his head.
I think it will be enough. Yes.
Okay. I'll pop back to me. Onward to make spiritual tea.
All right. So you guys get ready to spiritually heal Ruby.
Ruby is becoming more and more skeptical by the minute.
We're gonna heal your soul.
It's fine. He knows what he's doing.
Look, if you want, we can do plan B. Murder.
No. No. No.
Again, without replacing the body, I don't think that would help. All right. So, you guys take the moss. You kind of clean it to get the lake water off of it. And start to distill a tea from it. Ruby,
Yeah.
you take this tea, and as you look down, you can see like little like debris of the moss floating in the tea. You also notice that it seems to be kind of like glowing, like a silverish gray color.
She makes a face and then she drinks it.
Okay.
Kitten Cat staring intently, ready to mark down all results.
Should have put a good berry in it.
God.
Berries are not the answer to everything, Cat.
That's what you think.
Can I chase it? I'll chase it with a good berry.
Nice.
I still have some in my pocket.
We'll make
Excellent.
some, at this point, you just need to learn to make good berry juice.
I'm working on it. Okay,
Well,
we'll
before
do
you
that
get-
after 24 hours.
Before you get the chance to chase it with a good berry, as the tea hits your system, it tastes very strange. As you drink it, it kind of like the texture. It's like kind of like a thick texture, almost like you're drinking like creamy milk,
Oh.
but it tastes like ash.
Hmm.
Two things that don't really go together: milk and ash.
Nope. 0 out of 10.
It's fine.
Trying to decide what type of save this would be.
The
All
fact
of
that it's
them.
not been decided yet is concerning, but you know, that's fine.
Death save. It's okay, because if she dies, we have a plan.
Think we should listen to the doctor when he says, unless we have a new body, it's not going to help?
We check something.
Let's wait till I learn polymorph.
I don't think that's what they mean by getting me a new body.
I'm gonna say this is a charisma save.
Oh, you got this. Come on.
Yeah. Go.
Believe in the you that believes in you.
Yeah.
Do I,
That's what this
do
is
I
all
get-
about.
Do I get Fulcrum's aura?
Yeah, if he's still there with you.
Yep.
I imagine we are all standing around Ruby, except for maybe
I like
Castro
to-
might
no,
still be
I
in
like-
his hut.
Yeah, I like to think that you guys are like sitting in like a just like a circle around the fire.
It's like camp.
Yeah. All right. Nice. So Ruby. As you kind of like cough, as this kind of like creamy smoke flavored tea makes its way down your throat, you look out and slowly your vision starts to kind of get a bit fuzzy as like these little like glowing balls of light starts appearing in your vision, almost like glowing bubbles as they just start to take up your entire vision. And all of you just see Ruby just kind of like staring slack-jawed out in like into the middle distance. And as the bubbles all kind of like start to coalesce, they come into like one big bubble, and then they explode in like a bright flash of light and bubbles. And you kind of wince from the light, and as your vision clears, you are no longer sitting at the fire with everybody else.
Well,
You look around and you feel that you are sitting in. You're sitting on kind of like a flat earth moat, very similar to the ones that are in the bag dimension. However, this one is like completely flat. And you can see that outside of this earth moat is just like a strange, like beige colored void that just has little bubbles just kind of like floating in the air. Not like rising or sinking or anything, just stationary bubbles. What do you do?
I stand up. Can I stand up?
Yeah.
I walk around a little bit.
Yeah. You walk around. This earth moat, it's not very big. It seems to like cut off like I'd say like 10 feet from where you were lying, so it'd be like 10-foot radius, like flat earth moat.
Okay. Hello?
As you kind of like speak out, your voice sounds kind of muffled, weirdly enough. And there is no response.
Can I reach out and like touch any of the bubbles?
Now they're a little too far away from where you're currently standing. However, as you kind of like go to like the edge of the earth moat and like stick your hand out, you see there's like a weird whooshing sound, and maybe like 10 feet away, you see a second like flat 10-foot radius earth moat just like rise out of the void below and just levitate there in front of you.
When I put my hand out, like nothing stops me, right?
No, there's no like invisible wall or anything.
I can make a 10-foot jump, right?
What's your strength score?
11.
Yeah, with a running start.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a little running start and then try to jump to the other moat.
All right, yeah, easy enough. You jump to the second moat and land there squarely.
Does it look any different over here compared to the other one?
No. But as you kind of look back at the other one, you see it just descend down, like almost like it falls down to the void below. This same like beige void in every direction, just falls straight down. So you think this, wherever you are now is different from the bag dimension, as there is still gravity here.
Takes a small amount of comfort in that. Can I walk around this moat and see if another platform appears?
Yeah, you walk around the edge, and as you get to the like one corner of the edge, you can see another rapid earth moat rises up from the from the void below. However, this one is not flat like the last two. This one seems to kind of like have like a cliff like face on one side with like a little bit of like a summit on the top. And as it rises up, it goes past where you are currently standing, so it's above you, and you're looking like straight at the cliff face itself, kind of going up.
Am I able to reach it to try and climb it?
You'd have to make another running jump, but it looks like the cliff face is rough enough that you could get like some handholds.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you make another running jump and you land onto the cliff face. Go ahead and make me a athletics check.
I always forget. Climbing is athletics.
Hey, nice. Natural 20. Yeah. You easily climb up the cliff face and kind of come to the summit of this earth moat, which it was much taller, but also thinner, as it is only like 5 foot diameter in total, barely enough for you to kind of like keep yourself. But as you kind of get to the top of it, you can see another flat earth moat directly ahead of you, but like down like 15 feet.
This one's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna try and make it.
All right, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Leap off towards the one below. All right, nice.
She's a rogue, Your Honor.
You take 2 points of fall damage. I should also point out that in this strange liminal space with the beige void, your max hit points are what they originally were before the,
Oh, okay.
as well as your Constitution score.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. And as you land on this earth moat, as you kind of like go into like a little roll to soften the landing, as you come out of your roll and stand up directly ahead of you, another 10 feet away is the edge of a massive earth moat. This one flat on the top, but you can see the kind of like the rocks underneath it kind of going down to a point. The edge being 10 feet away from you, but the whole thing in its size maybe being more like maybe like 100-foot radius. And you can see that there's rocky outcroppings all around the top of this kind of flat earth moat.
Yeah, I'll start to walk around, look around to see if I see anything else interesting or anything else appears.
Sure. You jump across, and as you land on this large earth moat, you hear this like loud, ear-piercing shriek that seems to fill your mind. What do you do?
I look around. Do I see like a source of what could be a shriek, or can I pick out what the direction of it is?
Go ahead and make a perception check. All right. You cannot make out the source. It seems it like you're no stranger to people talking in your mind because of your party members. It seems
Yeah.
like it's originating from your mind.
Okay. Um. If I stand still for a minute, does it go away or does it keep screaming?
It doesn't keep screaming. Oh. And actually, as you are standing there waiting for a minute. A couple seconds later, you feel something scratch across you. Or maybe not, actually, because I totally fucking missed. You almost like a strange, like primeval awareness. You feel a presence just as whatever this thing is swings at you, and you dodge out of the way, and you can see kind of like standing there is a like a dark shadowy form with a strange glowing white or actually more kind of yellowish light coming from the vague shape of its head. And in a moment I'm gonna have just you roll initiative. Just gonna reuse the cave map here because I didn't make a map for this.
A good map.
We'll just move everybody else off to the side. It's fine. Alright, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, my roll 20 froze. Just give it a second.
Oh no!
It's been doing that all night, just like it was last week. It's
Oh,
every
really?
time I like reopen my character sheet, if I close it, it just like doesn't respond for a second, and then it comes back just fine.
Oh,
So I
no.
don't know what it's doing. It's having a time. Maybe if I pop it out, it'll be less cranky. Hard to say.
That's the solution to everything. Pop it out.
Pop it out. It's fine.
Pop it out. Put it in incognito mode. That's it. Those are my solutions.
Alright.
It just sounds so wrong. Pop it out and put it in incognito mode.
Alright, so yeah, you're standing face to face with this shadowy figure, with the only thing kind of like specific about it outside of its shadowy form being this kind of like glowing yellow light right where its vague face is. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess I know it already tried to attack me, huh?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use steady aim, and then I'm gonna slash at it with my sword. Do I have
Okay.
my sword? Do I have my weapons?
You have your weapon.
Okay.
And you fixed your health, right?
I did fix
Ooh.
my health, yeah.
Look at that crit.
Look at me go!
Strong.
23 plus
He's a rogue.
48. Whew. God damn. That's a strong first hit.
It's a strong start to this.
That's when it just deals 85 damage to you. And
And I'm out.
All right. Yeah, it lets out another one of those shrieks. And I need you. I'm assuming that's your turn, right? Because that's action, bonus, action, movement.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
it.
I need you to make a wisdom saving.
My favorite.
Okay. You take 10 points of psychic damage. I rolled real shit on that. And you are considered frightened.
Love that for me.
So
Okay.
all attacks have disadvantage.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right, your turn.
Excuse me. I'm gonna do. Does uncanny dodge work for?
It has to be an attack.
It has to be an attack, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use steady aim. That way, I'm at least not rolling at disadvantage, and then just take a regular slice.
Okay. All right, that does hit for 4 points of damage. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to do something. That's right. That's more like it. Okay. I forgot to mention this when you crit it, but even with the kind of like sizable slash you do right off the bat, it doesn't seem like your weapons affected it as much as you were expecting, as it has resistance.
Yeah.
All right. So that is your turn because that was again bonus movement and action.
Yep.
It's back to its turn. See if it gets its harrowing shriek back.
Do I get to try and save again against being frightened, or am I
Yes.
just
Yes,
frightened?
you can make another saving throw. All right. You are no longer frightened, and it does not get its harrowing shriek back. So it will make 2 attacks against you. All right. Those both hit. That's going to be a total of 27 psychic damage.
Is this something I can uncanny dodge?
Yes, but you can only
Okay.
uncanny dodge one of them.
Yeah, I'll do the first one.
Okay, so then that would be 21 total damage.
Yeah, that hurts.
And it is your turn.
Yeah. I am. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay, nice. Is that a deck save?
Yeah.
Alright.
Damage could have been better.
Alright, it fails the deck save and it takes the full 10 damage.
Cool.
Anything else on your turn?
No. No.
No? Okay. Its turn. See if it gets its harrowing shriek back. It does not. So it will take 2 more attacks against you.
Okay.
Does a 12 miss?
12 misses.
Then they both miss.
Cool.
Your turn.
Given a lack of anything else to do, I'm gonna take steady aim and then I'm gonna smack it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna remember that I have a better sword than a short sword this time. Maybe I'll stop being stupid and learn how to read.
Nice. Alright, and the... Yep, 13 will hit. Sneak attack. 21 reduced to 11. And that's your turn, which brings his. See if he gets his harrow back. Nope. So he'll just take 2 more attacks. Ooh. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Alright. So then those will both hit for a total of 32 psychic damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge the first one.
Alright. So then that would be 23 psychic damage.
It's enough to knock me unconscious.
Okay. So, as you slip into unconsciousness, you see all these bubbles kind of in the space around you just suddenly go flooding in, blocking your vision again. And then a moment later, you are back at the campfire with everybody else. And from everybody else's perspectives, you just see Ruby kind of sitting there, and then she suddenly just gets flung backwards about like a good 5-10 feet. Ruby, you are at 1 hit point.
Cool.
And we are out of combat.
Yeah, I lay there. Oh,
I help her up. You okay?
I feel like shit.
Your max hit points are also back to what they were before you went to the
Okay,
whatever that was.
and I'm
The
assuming
place beyond.
I'm assuming I don't feel any better in terms of having the plague.
You do not.
Can I tell her hit points are low? Does she look beaten up or anything, or is it just she looks normal?
As you kind of look down at her, and kind of try to gauge how she looking. You can see that the kind of the pus kind of coming out of the orifices has gotten worse, as well that it has kind of mixed with blood as she is bleeding from her nose and ears as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump about 20 points to lay on hands in there.
Thanks.
How'd it go?
That was awful.
Hold on 1 second. Fulcrum, go ahead and make me a charisma check. Okay, go ahead and make me another charisma check. Okay. As you go to heal Ruby, all of the pus and whatnot that was kind of staining her just seems to get sucked up into your hand. And Ruby, you suddenly feel as if everything is back to normal. Your max hit points are back up to full.
Just look up at Fulcrum. What the hell was that?
It's just my normal heal that I can do. You okay?
You've healed me before.
Yes.
I feel better. Like,
Looks to the doctor.
not just like, oh, like, thanks for patching me up better, but like, I don't think I'm sick anymore.
Okay.
Interesting. I guess let's take these things one at a time. Ruby, what did you see?
I was on like a little chunk of earth. Kind of looked like being in the bag. Uh, but gravity still worked fine, so I assumed I was not in the bag. And there was like bubbles, kind of. It was like foggy almost. And there were more of the little platforms, and so I hopped along platforms, and then I got to a bigger one, and then I fought a shadowy thing with like fire around its head, light around its head, and it kicked my ass. And then I got flung backwards, and then I was here again.
Interesting.
Is that what's supposed to happen?
Well, the shade moss, it's supposed to give you visions, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And whatever spiritual entity was plaguing you is meant to put you face to face with that so that you could try to get rid of it yourself. The same way that your body fights disease, you would have to fight this spiritual ailment. It sounds like it wasn't successful, but then when your friend here healed you, it seemed. I mean, well, you said so yourself. You don't feel plagued by the disease at all anymore. Belcrum, what type of magic do you wield? From what I gathered, divine magic does not work this disease.
That was just a lay on hands spell that I learned.
For context, he is, of course, a paladin, but maybe some of his history might shed a light on the answer you need.
Belcrum, do you have history with this disease?
Just a smidge, and he'll go into everything that's happened to him, basically.
And you haven't felt plagued at all during the entire time being exposed to this illness at all?
Not that I'm aware of, honestly.
Do you mind if I examine you real quick?
Sure.
He spends a couple minutes kind of going through the motions, checking like your eyes, your ears, mouth, all that, like your joints, and after examining you for a bit, he says, Fascinating. You seem to also be infected, yet you carry none of the symptoms of this. It also sounds like you're not contagious at all, as you haven't spread this illness to anyone before coming to the city that was infected.
That's good, I guess.
You are an unusual case, I would say. It's almost as if you were able to absorb the illness from Ruby.
Interesting. I don't feel any different, so.
Well, in any case, it seems the problem at hand is concluded. Is there anything else you need my services for, or can I return to the military?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, at least.
I
Yeah, I
think
can't
you
think of
should
anything.
stay with us.
I think as much as he would like to go around, helping us, take out some paladins and generally cause chaos.
I really enjoyed that swift divert away from the word murder you put in there, but
I love how he's just openly saying all this stuff to him.
Yeah, you already told him everything. You can't go
Mm.
back to the military.
You do
Just
realize he's on our side, like.
I hope so. You kidnapped him.
Considering we are colleagues who used to work quite closely together and hopefully still can. If we can count on, the Arbiter's support, still. To some degree.
Yeah, I have a lot of responsibilities, as much as gallivanting across the countryside with you all sounds fun. I have to be getting back, as well as I'm sure you don't want the military coming after you, which is exactly what they would do if one of their most prestigious researchers and medical staff that was kidnapped in the night never came back.
Yeah.
So
to
I
be fair,
think
they don't really know who we are.
right, they don't know who you are, but they know who I am, and unless you were planning on staying in the wilderness forever.
No.
Safe to say, he can at least give us a cover story so that we can continue to operate, as we
Well,
have.
Are you gonna do that? Give us a cover story.
Yes.
I like to imagine Cat's like gripping the bag, ready to suck him in if he's like, because he's like, yeah, they don't know what you look like, but they know what I look like, and it's like, buddy, no one would see you. Just FYI.
That was literally my thought. I was like, okay, but if you're in the
It's like,
bag, they
no
won't
one's
see
gonna
you.
fucking know.
Yes.
Okay, but our own pocket research, I say in my sister's head.
I messaged back to her. I'm like, I don't know how willing he would be to actually continue to help us. So probably have a better shot if we let him go.
You also did promise me that you would tell me everyone you came into contact with at the military camp, so I can go and make sure that the disease does not spread further.
Right.
To be fair, we touched no one, and we're masked and gloved pretty much the entire time.
And we walked by like a lot of people-ish. Like we walked just to the 110, and then we stayed in there, and then we walked by people to your 10, and then we took you, and then I guess Ruby walked by people back to our tent.
Yes, I'm not ready to believe that it is purely distributed by fluids. For all we know, they could be airborne or even just particulates coming from your mouths or other orifices.
Well,
So,
Ruby's been feeling this way before, even when we left Ithaca, and nothing happened to any of us unless we touched her during that time. So,
did you stay in close proximity to her the entire time that you traveled?
Yeah.
yeah,
Mostly,
we're
yeah.
I
walking
mean-
like this. We camp next to each other. It wasn't like Ruby was 20 feet away from us at all time. We were like this, as I gestured to like our little circle jerk around. Like we were basically like this all the time and without a mask on. So pretty confident that
For the record, I did keep a mask on the entire time.
And for the record, as the DM, I haven't been keeping track of how close everybody's been to Ruby. But
I didn't know
if you
Ruby
want,
had her mask on the whole time. So
if you
that's fine.
want, we can go back in time and I can make everybody make con saves
Retroactively,
every
oh
hour
boy.
for the last 24 hours to
No.
see just how diseased
Sure.
everybody is.
Thanks. Okay.
That's
I didn't know Ruby had her mask on the whole time. Never
Yeah.
mind. I didn't know you had it on like from the moment we left.
Once I was getting sicker than the rest of the group.
Yeah, once she said
Yeah,
I pulled a mask on.
She had the mask on.
Yeah.
I have a goldfish brain.
Hmm.
Kid
Fine.
doesn't. I do.
I just wanted to look like an edgy rogue for a little bit.
Style points.
Anyway,
All right, so just retract that part because I'm stupid.
I still want to make sure that the disease does not enter the camp when diseased people entered the camp.
Do you
Mhm.
have extra alchemist tools?
I mean, at the camp, yes. These
Can
are
I
the only
have
ones I carry
those
with
ones
me.
then? And I hold my hands out.
Are you sure? You didn't seem very
Yes.
well versed in this.
How else am I gonna practice?
All right.
I hate to.
As this was not part of our original deal, what will you give me for my
I'll
tool?
let you go back to your camp.
That was part of our original deal. Are you breaking our original deal?
You're
I
trying.
wasn't sure in her mind. I'm like, give him a good berry.
Okay, I'll give you something really, really cool, and I'll put my hand into the bag of holding, but I won't actually pull anything out, and I'll hold out 10 good berries.
I don't want your berries.
Hmm.
You've already offered me berries before. I didn't want them then either.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
but I'm
understand
not-
just how
I'm not
good
sick
these berries
anymore.
are.
And they're really great. Okay, what about... Do you want... I'll reach into the bag. Oh no, but that's mine.
Yeah, but think the alchemy tools will then also be yours.
Yeah,
a
I
trade.
know, I have to give
You're
up
not-
something.
You're technically not. It's a net. It's not a loss. All right. You don't go down in owned goods. You can do this.
I'm gonna pull out some ashes. These are from a spooky monster that eats light.
Okay,
I'll trade you.
that does not interest me.
But you can make some light eating potion with them, probably.
Probably.
Yes, you're smart. I'm just starting in alchemy. You know
I mean,
stuff.
how do I know this? It's even what you say it is. It could, for all I know, it's just regular ash.
I wouldn't lie to you.
You've done it before.
I put the ashes
Yeah,
back.
literally lied to him when you kidnapped him.
Do you want? I don't want to. Okay, what about this? I pull out a bottle of wine.
Hey, hey,
As long as it's not the good bottle, it's fine.
It's one of my ×2 bottles from Exata.
Your ×2 bottles.
That's not the good ones. Oh no, I think Ruby has the good
no,
ones.
I was gonna say
anyways.
I'm holding on to my own alcohol.
Yeah.
You mean the wine we acquired from the drunken duelist?
I guess so. I don't know. It just says bottle of wine ×2 from Exata. It's really good.
With the money that it takes to buy one of these, I could buy like 10 bottles of that. Or I could
Dude!
make my own wine.
Come on, we're
Dude,
friends now. Help me out.
I never stated that we were friends.
I'll give
Yeah,
you
but I
5
just
platinum.
did, so we are.
Malkir is an acquaintance at best.
I mean,
You lied to me, Malkir.
I considered him a close friend and confidant. We worked in the same
Okay.
organization.
Technically, we have given you something already. We gave you a test subject, as I point at Ruby.
Which was part of the original
That
deal.
was part of the original deal.
I'll give you 5 platinum.
What?
Would
No,
that work?
don't fly pat. No.
It's not even your money.
What about?
Hold
No,
on a
I
second.
don't want to.
Let me check something.
Wait, why do I have it written here that I already have them?
All right.
Didn't we
We
buy
bought them.
some?
Didn't we do a big tool buying fiesta?
I'm so funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll
Never
take. I
mind.
can take 5 platinum.
No, don't
Nah.
do it. And I'm smacking Falcom's hands away. I just remembered I have some.
Trying to find my shopping list, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we bought like
No,
one
we
of
do.
every
It's
tool.
literally written right here in my bag of holding. Leather armor, herbalism kit, alchemist supplies.
We
And
bought
then it's the
so
bottles of
many.
wine.
We bought so many tools.
You guys are doing great.
So good.
Listen, there was a really big gap of time between playing.
been a
It gets
while.
hard to remember
Aptitude for
things.
greed is overtaking your character a little too much at this point.
No. I just made
Nah,
you
it's
keep your
just
money.
enough.
I kept my alchemist supplies that I forgot I had. You can go back to the camp. Have fun.
All right, just tell me who specifically you came
Oh, we
into
don't know
contact
their
with.
names. The major,
The major.
And that's
and
literally the
there
only
was,
name we could
like,
give you.
2 guards.
Yeah.
There was
whoever
some guards outside, and
Some
we
of the
walked in
perimeter
the.
guards.
Yeah. And then they put guards outside of the tent we were
Okay.
staying in.
Well, I guess I also know the early symptoms of the disease before it sets in, so I can just use that information.
And then I'll walk him through the route I took to get from the tent to him, and then back from him to our tent.
Okay. Got it. Well, it was weird meeting all of you.
Sounds about
Malkir.
right.
Malkir, always a pleasure.
Yep, good to see you again. Before you go, a quick question: do we have any operatives in Leakslip? Well, you know.
I cannot give you any names, but there are a couple.
Good to know. All right. I assume we can keep in touch now, since we have met back up, and we can call you if we have any questions or need any information.
I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't, but if it's an emergency, I suppose you can contact me.
Appreciate it. Also, feel free to let Oro and Duquesne know I'm still alive and working for y'all.
Sure. I will pass it along. And will start heading back towards the military encampment to the south.
I
As
think
he
we
starts
should
walking
help
away, once he's like,
Thank you.
once he's like kind of far away. 1 second, because I need to remember how far away. I guess like once he's like 15 feet away, I just want to like cast. I just want to do detect thoughts on like not deep dive, just like what are the surface thoughts as he's walking away?
Service thoughts. Okay. He says, you hear his thoughts, and he goes, well, this is exactly where I thought my night was going to go, but I did learn a lot. The fact that Malkier is out and about again is good to know. It's gonna be really annoying trying to explain.
Really
Kinda
annoying trying to explain all
You started
this. Is that what you
breaking up on
said?
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
going to be very annoying trying to explain this.
I'm just gonna message him telepathically in his head because he's still within range, and I'm just gonna be like, "Good luck coming up with an excuse."
He just responds, "It's rude to eavesdrop."
Hmm.
And then I just shout, "Bye, friend."
He does not respond.
It's just like in her head, she's just like, "Goodbye, friend."
I said, "Bye, friend."
Wow.
Shove him back in the bag. It's fine.
All right.
So after he's out of earshot, if he's allowed to, from
Yeah, he
everybody
gets
while they're
away.
kidnapping
Oh
him,
yeah, he goes.
That's
I
fine.
once
yeah.
he's gone, I'm gonna say, so we gonna move camp just in case,
We should.
Yeah,
because
let's
I
move
wouldn't
camp.
want to stick
Sure.
around here just in case they led back here.
I mean, he's got a good couple hour walk back, but we
Yeah.
should
Use that
travel
time
for
to
a
get
little bit
away.
longer. Yeah.
He'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Valkyr, I know he's your friend,
But he even
That
said
didn't
that
sound
he's
like
not
it.
your friend.
but I know you're his friend. But I would rather be cautious.
I mean, considering we have the same goal of bringing ruin to the entire known world, and not just civilization as a whole, yeah, he's on our side.
I like that you keep saying our side, like we're all on the same side. Fascinated by that. And that this isn't just a partnership of convenience between this group.
I was gonna say, sometimes I wonder if any of us even know what side we're really on at any given moment.
It's a
I'm on my
circle.
side.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say
we
I'm
are-
on my
we all-
side, so
We know that already.
I'm on its
Look,
side.
I am vaguely aware that we all have our own agendas here.
Class.
Mine just happens to be a
Clap.
bit more threatening to civilization as a whole.
And it's wild to me that you think that all of us also. Never mind. We should get walking.
Before we implode on ourselves.
All right. For the second time tonight, you break camp and leave. Where are you going?
Before we get too far into that, did I get those 20 hit points from Fulcrum?
You got 15.
I got 15. Okay. Feeling great.
You also have 8 good berries.
And I have 8 good berries.
They're important, okay?
I mean,
Doing great.
doing great with my
I'm gonna rename
16 health.
I'm gonna rename my good berries to great berries.
I mean, we never.
Why don't you name them Extraordinary?
No.
It's too hard. That was too difficult.
It's
Why did I
gonna.
just take psychic damage?
Yeah. While I was out of the weird dream trip. It didn't need to scream. It could have just told me puns. Have we considered how we're going to cross this lake?
Carefully.
Did I see anything like in the lake when I was in the lake?
Oh yeah, there's like wildlife in the lake, but like nothing like.
Nothing like a crocodile's gonna eat us.
No, you didn't see any crocodiles.
There
You
is
head
no
further
big
to the west, and
monsters.
it's a river. It turns into a river. It'll be easier to cross there.
Or we could just make like a log boat and I could just pull it across.
I mean, what's gonna take? I mean, I think just walking will take less time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's walk towards where the river would be and see if there's an easier spot we can cross.
All right. You guys continue walking. Kind of following the shore of the lake until it narrows into the river. The river itself is still very big. And as you continue walking for a few hours, you don't notice anywhere that looks like shallower or any like presence of like bridges or anything. It's also very kind of like uneven terrain, as like you have to like you cross like several kind of like tributaries that are coming off of this main river that kind of like go out towards the coast themselves. And after walking for a few hours, the sun starts to come up, and you all start to feel very tired.
Burns.
We really need to sleep.
Yeah.
Camp out next to the river.
Well, let's try and find an inconspicuous spot near the river somewhere. Make a camp and actually get some sleep.
Hey, Casper, what are the odds of you letting all of us into the dome tonight? Today?
But that's my hut.
Yeah?
What's in it for me?
Good thinking, good thinking.
And before we do that, is there anybody else that's not feeling so hot? Maybe I can try and cure it, if it's a possibility. I don't know. I remember a couple of you were kind of feeling a little off.
I check my forehead. I'm like, yeah, I'm at stage 1.
You know you can't check your. Oh, okay. It's fine.
I feel like I could tell that I'm hella clammy. I'm not normally like this.
We still got some of that shade moss.
I don't know. I can get more though. I know what it looks like now. I think.
Do you know how to process it into what he made?
I'm sure I can figure it out. Add a good berry. It'll be fine.
Before we
record-
leave this river, though, like when we leave to go through the mountains,
sounds
we
good.
should definitely stock up on a fuck ton of it before we go.
Oh, that's me. That's work. Okay.
Yeah, not
Before-
right now, but
Yeah,
Oh, as I was already leaving. Okay.
I'll give Kit
Back
5
up.
points of lay on hands.
All right.
See if that does anything.
Yeah, as you give her 5 points of lay on hands, the sweat and whatnot just seems to get sucked up into your hand, and Kit is no longer as at stage 1, as she put it.
Yep. Science brain here.
Fulcrum's hand, the new sham wow. Anyone else while I'm thinking about it?
Anyone else want to be sham-wowed?
I mean, anybody else not feeling so hot?
I feel incredible, thank you.
I'm good.
I look over
I'm
everybody
gonna go swim.
to see if anybody looks stage 1.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check. I'll say at
I
advantage.
would be
'cause
looking
you've-
over as well.
Yeah, you guys can both make medicine checks at advantage.
Come on. There.
There it is. All right, yeah, both of you can tell that everybody is fine. Nobody is infected.
Excellent.
You've solved my disease puzzle.
Disease puzzle, yay! Guys, we did something!
Yeah. We got a doctor.
Amazing.
Wait, what's this wee stuff?
We didn't need to
It was
go
your
steal a
fucking
person.
accident.
We did steal a person.
We didn't
We
have
did-
to.
All
We just
all I
released
needed to
him
do was do a
after.
little
Oh,
lay
we
on
didn't
hands.
We definitely didn't have to, but I think it was. I'm honestly successfully stealing a human was pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm
Worth
really
it.
proud of us.
So yeah.
I definitely thought that was gonna go wrong in 100 different ways, and we somehow
Rephrase
made it
that.
work.
We successfully stole a human and got away with it. We think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah,
For
that's a
And
plus.
then we
Crazy.
released him back into the wild.
yep.
We're
That's one way to put it.
humanitarians.
We are eco terrorists.
Not you calling it. Not you comparing him to a fish that you catch and release.
Yeah, it's catch and release.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Clerical catch and release.
I'm gonna start
I don't know
clearing
why
this.
the
wizard
It's
actually.
the same thing, she says.
Yes.
Sure,
I truly think in Cat's mind it is the same thing.
Oh, that reminds me of something else. I need to add a fisheries department.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
We were talking about catch and release, and so I just thought of that, and now there's gonna be a fisheries department.
Oh my god.
God.
Yep. I'll also remind. I'll
Cats.
also
Cat's
tell
like
Kid,
an
yeah,
otter.
we can call him, like you said, for emergencies.
I can send him messages now. It'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be ecstatic to hear from me.
All right, start finding a camp.
Casper, what if I gave you a bottle of wine? I won't even ask to share it. It's
Make
just
it
yours.
2. Do I hear 2 bottles of wine?
Oh my.
It's
As
really,
Casper's negotiator, I say 2 bottles of wine.
He's
Oh my
hiding
God.
in his tent, not answering.
it's really the only thing I have to negotiate with is various types of alcohol. And
I
a
mean,
weird burnt angel statue.
But your wine is cheap, and I don't really care for cheap wine.
Casper, why don't you
I
tell us what
only
you
bought
want?
cheap whiskey. I bought decent wine.
The burnt angel statue.
It's easy.
Let's see what.
I just want everybody to say something nice about me.
Yeah.
Oh, glad my guy left.
I'm gonna go get the fire.
You know what? Now I'm glad Epon isn't here.
I can go first. I know what I like about you. I like that your performances draw enough people that I'm able to get some business done while they're enjoying your work.
While he gets his business done.
Yeah.
I think you're good
music.
at music.
That's what I was
Thank you.
gonna say.
I think a lot of people were gonna go with "you're good at music."
I needed to take it before someone else did, because I wasn't going to think of another one.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go get some moss.
What? Can you even? Do you have? I guess yeah. You only did it once. You have another one.
Yeah.
Will she be able to find it in the river?
I mean, she could just go upriver, grab some, and come back down.
It's a couple-hour trip, though.
I reach out and again ask for the bag from Kat, holding
No.
up my bargain that I will.
Not this time.
I gave it back to you when you came back last time.
Too late. I'm already gone. Bye.
I'm literally following you.
Too late. I'm already gone. Bye.
I'm literally following you.
Just keep walking. I do not hand over the bag.
I literally follow you all the way to the
That's okay.
river, just
And
like
then I become an
Why-
octopus and the bag morphs with me.
you're an octopus on land. I can probably beat you at speed.
I don't know, they're very quick.
On land?
Yeah.
I don't even
I think
know.
they have like a
Arms.
speed of like 5 feet.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I don't think they're that fast on land.
Well, if I turn into an octopus until I'm at the water.
Kat, why won't you
And-
give me the bag before you go into the water?
Because it's still safest with me because I'll be in the water and it'll be a part of me.
And what if something happens to you in the
Nothing.
water?
I've already seen what's in the water. There's nothing dangerous at all.
Kat, how many times have you said everything will be fine and then everything is not fine? And actually think about it just over the last little.
always
No,
been
no,
fine.
it has not been fine. It has not been fine. You'll get it
Look,
back
you're
as soon
here
as you
to
come out of
watch
the
me
water.
anyway. If
I can't
turn
watch
back
you
to
in the
me-
water. Just give me the bag
if
before you go into
I
the water.
Turn back to me, the bag will probably float to the surface. Who knows? It's fine.
Kat,
Kit, I can say your name too.
yes. Don't be like
Jesus
this. You'll get it back as soon as you come out of the water.
Oh, it is only 5 feet. But what if I need
You
to
don't
turn
need the
back
bag
to me
underwater.
under the water to put stuff in it?
You don't. You didn't need to last time. You don't need to now.
Yeah, but I'm getting more this time.
That's completely fine. You can do multiple trips to the surface.
No, that's
Yeah.
a lot of work. Actually, I have to because I can't breathe underwater.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not
Just-
okay.
It's okay.
No.
I jump in the water. It's okay. I'm an octopus now.
Use that like spell recall thing.
I'm sitting here twitching and I'm like, do I just vortex warp her back to shore?
And I wave as an octopus and then I swim into the water.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check to see if you find any moss in the river.
River moss.
Okay. With that 20, I would say it still takes you a long time because you're looking in the river now and not the very deep lake.
Yeah.
But you do eventually find some moss.
Bag of holding.
Are you turning back into yourself to put it in the bag of holding?
No, not if it's not like. Is it enough? Is it like you said? It's only some, right?
Yeah.
Can I grab all of it with my octopus arms?
Sure.
then I'm not gonna become me and put a bunch of water in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I will return.
All right. You return with the moss.
Then I'll hop out of the water onto my sister as an octopus.
As soon as I see her approaching the surface, Kit has turned around and started walking away.
Make a perception check.
What? A perception check? Wouldn't
Yeah.
I just see her cresting the water?
Well, it sounds like she's being stealthy about it, so make a perception check. And Kat, go ahead and make a stealth check using the octopus stats.
Oh, okay.
Water camouflage, I get the advantage.
Yes, you do.
What's an octopus's dexterity plus 2? Dang, I'm just as dexterous as an octopus.
Well, there you go. You can just use your own dex then. At advantage.
I have to get a 19.
You know,
I did it.
Yep, as you try to like stealthily sneak up on your sister to jump on her, she sees you coming and just walks away.
I just flop onto the land. Flop, flop. Flop, flop. I'll just turn back to me and run and catch up. Holding
Alright.
a bunch of moss. I got it.
Okay. And you all take a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm only letting Ruby and B into the hut because they're the only ones that complimented me.
Sweet.
I got you a pretty flower. It's not as beautiful as you, though.
Okay, Cat can come in too.
Yay.
We taking watches at all?
Great question.
Yeah, we probably should.
I would like to sleep.
It's not like everyone's looking for you.
Yep.
Why would you need watches?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
that
So watch us,
run
guys,
thing
come
that
on.
we talked about.
We're definitely not on the run times 3.
Just 3?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, for most of us, I think.
Casper's not on the run.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So I'll
what
be
are
on the
watches?
first.
Okay. Falcon on the first.
I'll take first with Fulcrum.
All right.
I'll go on the last watch.
Ruby's at the end.
Me too, with Ruby.
Okay. B, Casper, Malkier.
I was not going to take one.
I guess Casper will take second.
All right. Malkier, you going on second with Casper?
We'll never know.
Oh, he's dead.
He
There
died.
it is.
Oh no.
All right. Then, yeah, we'll just assume Malkier's on the same watch as Casper. And we'll start off with Velcrum and Kid. Two of you, go ahead and make perception check. Everybody else goes to bed.
Hey.
All right. Any conversation between the two of you?
Unless she's got something.
I was gonna say thank you.
Oh, for the miracle cure?
Yeah, it's. I don't like being sweaty. Well, sometimes.
Yeah, there's a small smirk on Felcrum's face. That's understandable.
I also have ink blood out, and I'm just petting him now with my hand since I can. Just like, yes, my boy. Are you still... Can you not... Are you just sick but not sick? I'm trying to understand what you have going on.
According to what he said, I'm infected with the corruption, but I'm not suffering any of the symptoms.
Also not contagious,
Yes,
as far as we know.
I mean, I don't want to test that theory, honestly. At least not till I'm sure.
Did you try fixing yourself?
I didn't do anything.
No, I mean right now.
Oh, no. No, nothing.
Should you try and see if it does anything?
I mean, I've used lay on hands on myself in the past, so.
Well, I guess. That's true. But, maybe it's like intent. Maybe you need to have like the intention, like now that you know what you're actually trying to fix or trying to cure.
I will say this in the weirdest way possible. I will touch myself to try and see. To try
You're
and
in good
see
company for this. You're good.
If I get better. Give myself 1 point of lay on hands.
All right. I don't think you're damaged at all.
Nope, I'm still full health.
Yeah, then yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
I feel no different.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything changed.
Joe, I should say, because you would know this. The wording of lay on hands, you have to spend at least 5 points to cure a disease or poison.
Ah. Well, then I would have used 5.
Okay. It still doesn't do anything. I
figured.
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot.
Sorry, I was just curious.
No worries. I appreciate it, though.
You see Cat takes out like a little notebook and is like writes something down, closes it, puts it away. I said Cat. I meant Kit. I can't even keep ourselves straight anymore. I said that with full confidence.
What you writing there?
Oh, it's the analytical part of my mind that can't shut off even out here. I just need to keep track of everything. What works, what doesn't, what we tried, what we haven't, all that sort of stuff.
Well, fair enough.
Like I said earlier, when Epon was here, my mother did a lot of work studying for cures or just anything really about the fen fever, and this is similar in a lot of ways, so anything that I can take down to give back to her, useful.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just glad everybody's feeling better, honestly.
Same. I really didn't want Ruby to die.
Yeah, me either. Kind of like her.
She's not bad. It helps that she's one of also the few people who can actually see in the dark. I gotta say, having our sleep schedule be rotated, it makes it a lot easier to keep watch for things when everyone's sleeping, when it's not pitch black out.
Yeah, I agree.
This is significantly easier. Although my internal clock is really struggling.
Yeah, same.
My mind is telling me I should be waking up, but at the same time, my body is telling me that I need to sleep. And it's odd. and I don't like it. I pulled too many all-nighters when I was in school, and I didn't like it then either. And this is sort of a similar feeling.
I've put a lot of all-nighters as well, but mine was more guard-ish duty. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a night person, but normally I like to go to bed at a decent time and not when the sun comes up, honestly.
Have you been a paladin, for most of your life, or?
I've been a paladin for a while. Checking my character sheet. Give me a second.
For X number of years. X equals character
A
sheet.
time?
About 7 years.
Oh, okay. Did you always want to be one?
Not really. Just when the Guardians of Light helped me and my sister out during an attack when I was younger, I kind of like looked up to them and wanted to be like them and help be able to fight like them, so they could, help remove some of the corruption from the area. So I wanted to try. So it's not always, but yeah, it's for about 10 years I kind of wanted to for a while. Not so much lately, but yeah, it has its plus sides, I guess.
Do you think you'll keep being one? Do you have other plans, I guess, for your life, or?
I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about the future, honestly. I mean, like I have a goal, but after that, or if I can complete it, and if I do complete it, after that, I have no idea what I'm going to do.
I can't guarantee that we'll succeed, but you might want to start thinking, I guess, about what you want to do after. Who knows? We might just make it through this on sheer luck alone.
Maybe. I mean, everybody here seems to be pretty damn competent fighters, so.
I think our teamwork could use a little bit of teamwork, but yeah.
Yeah, keyword there being team, but yeah. I mean, it's not awful. It's not organized by any means, but I mean, it's working for the most part.
Should probably try and think of a way to get our shit together before we go on to take on an order of. Are they also paladins? Can you remind me? It's been a long.
Yes, the Paladin
Yeah.
Order is called the Guardians of Light.
Yeah. Something tells me they'll be a little more organized, and we should maybe try to get a little more organized.
Yeah, they have their shit together for the most part, so more so than we do for sure.
Well, this journey through the mountains sure will put us to the test, so I guess if we all make it through to the other side, hopefully that's enough.
Maybe we should do some team building exercises on the way. You can just tell the sarcasm in the voice.
You laugh, and well, not laugh, but you make that sound like a thing we shouldn't do, but we might want to
I'm
consider
not saying
it.
we shouldn't. I'm just saying I don't see it working very well.
No, but even through failure, you still learn.
This is true. Every failure is a lesson learned. Hopefully.
Kit takes her notebook out again, and she's like, "All right, so how about?" And then for the rest of our watch, we spend brainstorming team building exercises.
Oh God, what have I done?
Oh, jeez.
Next session's gonna be
But it's
crazy.
just we're just yep, fade away.
All right. Cool. I'll lead us to second watch, which is Malkir and Casper, assuming Nestor is back.
Yeah, sorry, I had to use the bathroom.
Got it. Perception checks, please.
Okay.
Good
Yep,
old
that's-
first skeptic. Yeah, like I'm gonna roll very well. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. That's on par. Hella
Alright.
charismatic, not very wise.
All right. Any conversation between the two of you?
So tell me more about this degree that you have in military combat.
Alright. Technically, I have a fucking degree in tactical strategy and adaptive leadership. With a minor in espionage.
And you're putting those to use?
Well, I was until, they disavowed me for having somebody like the Chosen, interrupt a secret wet work operation. Before that, it was a heavily redacted research project that involved testing how quickly a city can, deteriorate given certain circumstances.
So did they take away your degree as well?
No, I still have my credentials for the most part. On paper, I'm still a graduate. It's just there's work history there that
So
doesn't technically exist.
So you're a tactical master and a leader.
That's on paper. That's what I specialized in.
So on paper, you're a tactical master and a leader.
On paper.
That makes sense. Okay.
In practice, I was a wet work operative.
I also like to work wet.
Gross.
Different definition.
Hey.
Like, those people that are rumored to exist, where they take away, people who are considered dissenters from the empire, and we make them disappear.
No.
Exactly.
I was just about to go there.
No, the operations of your alien government is new to me.
That's fair. To be honest, Ipod and the rest of us aren't particularly fond of the current body of government. To be fair, we're not really fans of most government.
You didn't really seem to be a fan of anything.
He's not really. To be fair, when you make a deal with when you make a deal with devils, you're not typically a fan of most things.
Now, is that because you make the deal with the devil, or just because you're a horrible person?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay. I'm starting to understand. So if somebody were to get into the business of making people disappear, where do they start?
Typically, you'd have to have an in with, a body of government, or know somebody who really wants somebody gone.
What if I know somebody that needs to be gone?
Well, depending on who it is, you could get. Do you want somebody? Do you want us to murder somebody? Is that what I'm getting at?
Murder, make disappear,
Well, we can
ask
add
to
it.
leave politely and forcefully.
Who are you looking to get rid of?
That fucking half-orc, Matthias.
Matthias, the bard?
Well, he's something.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'd call him a bard. His music's okay, I guess. Certainly not my music, but,
Guess this is like asking Slash, do you find Daughtry's music okay?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's okay.
Alright.
If you like
Well-
tormenting your ears.
No, I don't like him, so I'm gonna add him to the list of people that we need to get rid of,
Top of the list. Suspect A.
Chosen was up there, now it's Matthias, I guess.
Exactly.
Although I have a feeling we'll be running into more people like Matthias if we keep up our work.
What work are we doing exactly? I'm kind of
I-
confused.
I'm gonna be honest, I've got my agenda. I don't know what you got planned.
Honestly, you guys just keep me safe.
Which, to be fair, for right now, solid plan.
Well, I mean,
Staying
it wasn't really
alive.
a plan. It was more just
Staying
matter of
alive is a
fact.
good. Staying alive is a good objective to have. For now, at least.
Well, I'd like to keep that forever.
I mean, I don't know.
I-
Your plans may. I don't know what your opinion on staying alive could change to be. I don't know.
Top of the list.
Mhm.
Category A over everything else is the preservation of Casper.
Hmm.
That should
As
be
a-
on everybody's list. Top of the list.
Hmm.
I am an
Yeah.
asset.
You are an asset. Let's put it that way.
That's what I said. I'm glad we come to an agreement on this.
Yeah. You are an asset that is useful.
All the time. Thank you. I'll finish it for you. I know words can be hard for people that aren't me.
Sure, let's go with that.
That's what I'm going with.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice. We're coming to the terms with each other.
Hmm.
We're on the same page still.
For now. We both agree that Matthias would die.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's just a given.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see how you pull that one off.
I'm pretty sure it will probably involve maybe a bit of stabbing, some magic, and any number of other, things that we have up our sleeves. I don't know what particular. What exactly do you do aside from music and
I'm a
magic?
musician. I tell stories.
Like
I sell property I sell intellectual property.
you sure property. Let's go with that.
That's definitely property.
That may or may not exist.
Yeah, Schrodinger's property.
No martial prowess.
I have a sword.
Mhm.
And I didn't have to go to school to learn how to use it.
Yeah, use the pointy side, right?
Exactly. Thanks, voice in my head.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. The main goal for me right now is one, stay alive, and two, make sure that my organization gets their goals in the end, which is instill eternal anguish and ruin upon the prime material plane.
Can we amend that slightly? I'm worried that you're gonna kill off all of my fans, and I
mean,
feel
then
like that should be the basis of understanding for everybody. Because if they pay me money, I want them alive.
I mean, to be fair, if you start a religion where in fact they want to eternally worship you, then it could just be they die in the name of your, in the name of you being amazing.
Why would I need a religion for that?
I didn't say it had to be a religion.
I don't want people to worship me. I want people to love me.
Yeah. You can do both.
But I only want one.
For that, you could just start a cult.
Isn't that just the same thing but with less steps?
True. Either way, eventually you can get, people to endlessly love you. I mean, it's... To be fair, the eternal anguish doesn't involve death, per se. It's just part of it.
You lost me.
There's multiple different degrees of anguish. There's emotional, physical, spiritual.
But what if we just kept everybody sane so that they, pay me money and,
I mean,
support me in my future?
I mean, people can pay you money, but also experience agony, pain, torment, and suffering.
I feel like our goals are starting to get a little mixed here. We'll find a compromise somewhere in there.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
As long as the compromise leads more toward, what I want to do and less toward what you want to do, then I'm happy with it.
I had a feeling you were going that route.
I'm just stating my opinions.
That is fair. You are allowed to hold an opinion.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Well, I look forward to seeing your degree more in use in the future. Now I'm going to stick my head back inside my hut and go back to sleep.
Just stares at the hut. In mild contempt.
All right. So, your watch goes off with no problems, bringing us to third watch, which is Ruby and Cat. Perception checks, please.
Wow.
The two extremes.
Ain't that just the way?
And I know exactly why. Ruby, I sit like right beside her, like we're touching.
Yeah.
How did the meditation go?
I've meditated before. It was a part of my own studies, we'll call it. I never enjoyed it, and I enjoyed that even less.
That's weird. It's so grounding and it connects you to everyone. And if you think about it, it's like how we're taught specks and there's all those stars up in the sky and we're just our little us and we don't even matter at all. But that's why we do matter, because we want all this stuff, and then you can just have everything and everything. And you know what? I think I should meditate. You taught me a valuable lesson.
I'm glad that you enjoy meditating. It's just never been something that's brought me a lot of peace.
I think you're doing it wrong then.
I understand why you might think that. It's a personal problem. I don't think there's a way to fix it.
One of these days, you, me, and B, guided meditation, all of us together, we're gonna like join each other's inner worlds and connect at the soul, and it'll be great. In fact, I'm gonna start trying to connect to you right now, okay? So shush, and I'm gonna close my eyes and try to meditate and connect to her soul, but I'm probably gonna fall asleep while doing it.
I'm absolutely still keeping watch and looking at her very skeptically.
I guess make a wisdom check.
Ooh. Wisdom.
Well, you don't fall asleep,
Hey.
but you also don't really feel the connection you were trying for.
I keep trying.
All right.
But I'm definitely not watching.
Clearly.
I am.
I start like leaning into her, trying to get it to work.
Just need physical contact, then
Yeah,
it'll
just
work.
needs to be closer.
If Ruby begrudgingly allows it.
That's all I do with the watch.
Cool. Ruby,
Yeah.
with your perception, you're kind of sitting there and you're trying to ignore Kat as she's doing her thing. And you're just keeping an eye out as the sun is not quite setting yet to the west, but it's starting to dip past the mountains a bit, as you guys are kind of far enough north that that the horizon is blocked out a little bit by mountains to the west. You do hear something. You can't quite make out what it is. It almost sounds... At first you just think it's the wind, but as you kind of like hone in your senses, it's like you can hear something on the wind. Almost like a deep guttural sob. And a moment later, you can't hear it anymore. It's just for like a split second.
Am I able to get a sense, like, what direction it was coming from? Or was it just kind of all-encompassing?
Make a survival check.
Someday I'm gonna make a character that has a good survival
No,
skill.
that's the key.
You had a character with a good survival skill, and it didn't go well.
I was gonna say the key is not being good
See-
at it.
Did Vanya have a good survival skill?
Well, I'm pretty sure she did, because you would complain about
You're
how
right.
you rolled poorly every time, even though it was a good skill.
You're absolutely right.
All right, because it was so brief, you weren't able to pick out which direction it came from.
Okay.
But yeah, with that, your watch ends, and as the late afternoon sun continues to move towards the west, you guys pack up. Where are you going next? Continuing west along the river until you find a way to cross? Or do you have a different door?
I think we should just make a way across.
I want to listen to what Malkir has to say. He's a master strategist.
There's just a look of contempt to Casper. And it's like, really? Now? At this juncture where
We need your guidance. We might get lost. I don't know where we're going. We're on the run.
I'm good. Don't murder him yet. Don't murder him yet.
Yeah.
Just waiting for that slap to finally ring through.
All right. In any case, we. God, it would have been so much. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish we had the card.
There was no way we were making it out of that city
Yeah.
with a cart.
Yeah, I'm aware.
We could ask the plants. But I don't know where we're going.
Honestly, we could just cross the river the old-fashioned way.
We don't have any flying familiars with us, do we?
No.
I was going to say
Looks the kid.
they could check the sky and travel the river for a little bit, see if there's a better spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I could call Green Bean, make him able to fly.
You can call it what now?
Green bean.
Green Bean.
He wasn't there for that.
Yeah, what the hell's a green bean?
She.
I
had-
remembered I wasn't there.
Green
Can you-
Bean is my ink blot.
Oh, didn't
He's
know you had
very,
one.
he's very sweet.
He's the cutest. Since Inkblot doesn't like flying, I look at Kit and Inkblot.
It's just staring off in another direction.
Well, we could maybe send Green Bean out to kind of scout the river for a little bit for a few miles, see if there's a better spot to cross, if there even is one. If
Well, what
you're
way did
willing.
you cross to get here?
I didn't. I was taken.
And where did they take you?
Don't know. I was in the back of a cart.
Did the cart have windows?
No.
Okay, you get a pass this time.
You were. Wait, hold up. You were abducted and dropped off in this empire?
No, the one next door.
The other empire that's trying to take over the world.
Green Bean! And I'm gonna pick a leaf and it's gonna turn into my wild companion as a bird.
Honestly,
Alright.
the corruption part definitely threw a wrench in all of our plans.
What type of bird is it?
The fastest one.
Hawk. A hawk.
A hawk. All right.
What is the wind speed of an unladen swallow?
I don't know if anybody's ever seen a sleepy hawk before,
Oh no.
but as you pull, as you pull the nature spirits to coalesce on this leaf, into this weirdly greenish-looking hawk, it just kind of like puts like its head in its wings as it's trying to just like find some place of comfort from where it's sitting.
Good morning, Green Bean. We need your help again.
Okay, what do you need?
We need you to find us a good place to cross this river. Okay?
Why can't you just fly across?
Because we're not as cool as you. We can't fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you want to know where like the river ends, or?
We want you to find where there's like a bridge if there is one, or where maybe the water's shallower, or where there's like, I don't know, a log that fell over it that's easy to walk on, or like an easy way for people that can't fly to cross the water.
Oh, okay,
Okay?
okay,
Thanks, bud. Now go!
okay. Just keep sitting right where he was summoned.
I'll kind of give him a
Okay,
little toss.
okay.
Go!
Okay, yeah. As you pick him up and toss him into the air, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay," and he goes flying off. All right, and as you all watch the form of Green Bean fly off into the setting sky, that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Alrighty. So I will end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you. Are we playing next week? I should ask that.
No, we will skip next week. It'll be 2 weeks out.
Alright, sounds good. So we'll see you guys in about 2 weeks.
April 2nd.
April 2nd. Alright.
The day after my birthday.
Yay!
Yay!
My birthday is the 26th.